There's a voice inside shaping every moment, guiding you quietly toward fortune or keeping you in place. Picture this. Each word you speak to yourself opens doors or closes them, writing your future with every thought. The power to claim abundance isn't found in luck. It's found in your language, bold, clear, and awake. Today you'll see how a simple shift in self-talk can transform struggle into possibility and routine days into something extraordinary. Stay with this message through to the end. What comes next could spark the inner breakthrough you've been waiting for. Life often appears like a grand lottery, spinning out possibilities. Yet true abundance blooms not from spinning wheels, but from the quiet place where consciousness meets intention. Every thought is a ticket. Every spoken word is a claim staked in unseen fields. Many search for luck outside, missing the golden opportunity unfolding within. The source of wealth springs not from chance alone, but from a mind tuned toward prosperity, harmony, and truth. Transformative self-talk is the gentle yet profound act of speaking abundance into being. When words are chosen carefully, seeded with expectation, the very fabric of reality begins to shift. Manifesting prosperity is not a magic trick, but a conscious decision to align with what is good and possible. The lottery is not merely a game of numbers, but a dance of inner clarity meeting outward action. Fate bends for those who speak with belief, trust, and vision. To step into this consciousness is to awaken from the trance of randomness. No longer do circumstances appear cruel or disordered. Instead, each moment becomes a canvas, ready for the deliberate brushstrokes of positive affirmations and powerful intention. This new awareness lifts the spirit, kindles hope, and stirs the imagination. In this clarity, the search for proof gives way, and one begins to sense, deeply, that the infinite is already moving to meet sincere desire. Wisdom whispers that chance is only a shadow of higher laws. Inner dialogue, shaped by spiritual understanding and steady hope, leads the soul from victimhood to mastery. In this space, every affirmation becomes a tool for unlocking dormant possibilities. Abundance, once seen as external and elusive, becomes a living presence. Consciousness reveals that the true lottery is won not by chance, but by the quiet revolution of thought. Words carve channels for life's energy to flow. Each sentence spoken with conviction plants a vivid seed in the subconscious, shaping both perception and experience. Like an unseen architect, self-talk determines what is welcomed and what is repelled. Prosperity, success, or love. Each responds to the silent invitation extended by spoken word. The act of speaking shapes destiny in ways both subtle and mighty. Affirmations are not idle wishes. Stating what is desired with emotional honesty and belief is the prophecy fulfilled by the law of attraction. When negative talk clouds the mind, limitation appears real and powerful. Yet a simple, heartfelt shift to voicing abundance, strength, and possibility transforms the inner landscape. A mind bathed in positivity magnetizes good fortune. A tongue soaked in complaint multiplies obstacles. Gentle repetition of uplifting words, day after day, etches new grooves in the subconscious. Patterns of doubt, old as childhood, begin to soften and dissolve. The act may seem small, yet its influence is profound, shaping outer events, opening doors, and stirring the soul to action. Everything heard or spoken molds the building blocks of tomorrow's experience. To wield the word with awareness is to become a conscious creator. Speak clearly, choosing every phrase as an architect chooses stone. Words build bridges to new realities, summon abundance, and open pathways previously hidden by fear or expectation. When used with wisdom, language becomes the wand that unlocks prosperity, health, and happiness. Hope drifts on the wind, gentle and uncertain. It yearns, it waits. Yet affirmation rooted in certainty carries light far beyond hope's reach. Whispered wishes often lose power when tangled with doubt. Maybe is the barrier soft, but strong, between yearning and fulfillment. The law of expectancy reveals that true manifestation arises from claiming what is desired, not merely longing for it. Victory belongs to the sure. Prosperity answers the door of those who declare, "It is mine." This is not force. It is alignment. A calm, unwavering trust in abundance, spoken aloud and felt within. Claiming victory entails embodying the reality of what is sought, even before evidence appears. Wishes fixate on the absence of a thing. Declarations invite that which is hoped for to take form. The mind learns through repetition. Declare the good, own the possibility, and the world shifts to accommodate. Every statement of certainty strengthens the bridge between spirit and circumstance. Passive longing gives way to the creative act of speaking as if the outcome is assured. This opens the cosmic channels, creating space for wealth, opportunity, and joy to enter. When self-talk aligns with conviction, manifestation accelerates, words become commands. The universe listens and responds. Even a lottery win, once seen as the ultimate accident, may become a natural extension of faith, not mere luck. Speak what is desired as if it is already true, and witness the steady approach of abundance. Guidance springs from an inner well untouched by ego or fleeting desires, seeking the highest and best for all, rather than clinging blindly to a specific outcome, harmonizes energy and intention. This principle, divine right action, suggests that pressing, pushing, or demanding blocks the natural flow of good. The ego believes it must control outcomes. Spirit whispers that surrender and trust invite the perfect unfolding. Spiritual law teaches that abundance arrives in forms often better than imagined. Releasing rigid wants invites the wisdom guiding all things to move unimpeded. Self-talk shifts from anxious grasping to peaceful openness. Only the best comes to me now. Such affirmations align the individual with a larger intelligence, opening doors never considered possible. Here manifestation becomes graceful and timely. Attempting to force outcomes disturbs inner peace and muddies clear guidance. Fear is a poor advisor. Faith trusts the path, even when unseen. To move with humility and willingness is to allow the divine plan to lead, often in unexpected yet perfect ways. This attitude steers the seeker away from wasted effort and disappointment toward fruitful actions blessed by serendipity. When affirmations focus on true fulfillment, on the right opportunity, the right action, the right timing, the law of attraction brings forth richer rewards than any single desire could imagine. The lottery, in this sense, becomes a symbol of spiritual opportunity rather than mere chance. True abundance flows by releasing control and aligning with the highest good. Expectation is a magnet, drawing to it the substance of reality. When the imagination creates clear images of prosperity, felt with emotion and claimed with assurance, the law of attraction is set into motion. The subconscious responds to pictures and feelings, not just words. Envisioning a desired outcome, seeing it, sensing it, builds a bridge from the invisible to the visible. Deep within, emotion shapes the vibration sent out to the world. If expectancy arises from fear, lack multiplies. When expectancy is rooted in abundance and joy, life brings correspondences to match. The art of visualization is simple yet powerful. Spend quiet moments each day feeling gratitude for wealth not yet seen, picturing its form and relishing its arrival. The law of expectancy turns wishes into certainty. Each affirmation uttered with the belief, the kind that stirs the heart and lights the mind, plants seeds in fertile soil. Success flows, not by accident, but by the steady nurture of positive anticipation. The universe answers the call of a soul that expects its good unshaken by delays or detours. Conviction gathers strength through practice. The habit of holding firm to a vision, no matter what appearances suggest, cannot help but summon new possibilities. Through expectancy, the world reshapes to receive the dream held with unwavering faith. Resistance is a silent barrier to abundance. Clinging tightly to outcomes, worrying over timing, or feeling desperate for results creates invisible knots in the flow of good. True prosperity comes when the soul relaxes into trust, releasing control and allowing life's intelligence to do its work. The law of non-resistance teaches that softness prevails where force cannot. To surrender in this context is not passive defeat, it is confidence in the unseen workings of higher law. When efforts seem blocked, when results refuse to appear, pause, breathe deeply. Speak words of release. I let go and trust that the best is unfolding. This inner gesture unbinds the energy caught in fear and frustration. Doors, previously locked, open. Non-resistance is not neglect. It is aligning action with inspired guidance, rather than frantic striving. When self-talk soothes anxiety and affirms trust, every step forward feels lighter. Miracles often arrive when tension departs. Possibility expands where rigid control yields to grace. The habit of letting go renews the spirit and sharpens intuition. By releasing the grip on outcome, more can be received. Wealth and opportunity, once chased, turn and arrive gently. Prosperity becomes not a prize to be seized, but a gift welcomed with an open hand. A mind, once trained in limitation, easily slips into negative patterns. The law of substitution offers a simple remedy: uproot one thought, plant another. Each time lack or fear arises, gently replace it with words of strength and sufficiency. The subconscious absorbs every message, regardless of its truth. The gardener must be vigilant, tending to what is allowed to grow. Substitution is conscious self-care. Phrases like "I never win" or "wealth escapes me" are replaced with "prosperity is always seeking me, and fortune finds me in unexpected ways." Spoken often, these new words begin to overwrite the stories that once shaped experience. Each substitution chips away at the internal wall between desire and fulfillment. This practice is ongoing. Old habits return with persistence, testing resolve. Yet with patience and consistency, each positive self-talk session becomes a reset for the inner environment. The seeds of abundance multiply, crowding out doubt, envy, and resentment. Transformation is an inside job, from lack to plenty, from fear to boldness. Every spoken word paves a path. Prosperity, drawn by these new affirmations, becomes a growing presence, felt first within, recognized next in results. Beliefs about money, worth, and luck take root long before conscious choice. Childhood experiences, voices of parents or teachers, stories told and retold, all lay the groundwork for present reality. Many grow up absorbing lessons of fear or scarcity, carrying scripts that shape adult outcomes. The journey toward abundance includes facing these old programs with courage and compassion. To change inherited beliefs is to become the conscious gardener of one's fate. The mind may resist, clinging to what is familiar, even when painful. Yet each intentional affirmation acts as new sunlight, breaking through the shadows of the past. I am worthy of wealth. Good fortune is natural to me. Such statements, repeated kindly, start to shift the balance. This work may reveal discomfort, even resistance. That is a signal of transformation taking root. Self-talk must persist, calmly and lovingly, until the subconscious accepts a new reality. There is no shortcut. Only the steady practice of reprogramming thought, reflecting the truth of abundance rather than the fears of childhood. Over time, new beliefs sink in. The external world begins to mirror the inner shift. Where old barriers once stood, opportunity blooms. Each conscious word, spoken with intent and feeling, becomes a building block for a future crafted in hope and prosperity. Resentment, envy, and guilt accumulate like stones in the garden of the mind, choking the growth of abundance. Forgiveness is the tool for clearing away these obstacles, making space for fresh blessings to emerge. True forgiveness is not weakness or forgetfulness. It is the decision to release the hold of past hurts, freeing oneself to receive something better. Prosperity cannot thrive in a heart weighed down by old grievances. Every act of letting go is both a healing and an invitation to be made new, whole, and open to life's gifts. Self-talk supports this release. Whispering, "I forgive, I set myself free." These words dissolve invisible chains, inviting light and possibility to enter. Sometimes the person most in need of forgiveness is the self. Guilt over past choices can block the flow of wealth and joy just as surely as anger held against another. The gentle practice of self-forgiveness, affirming worth, granting fresh permission to prosper, fills the spirit with hope. Forgiveness is an act of power. It reclaims energy, strengthens intent, and wipes old debts from the ledger of the soul. With each act of letting go, abundance finds easier passage. The path grows clearer, and the wind of new fortune rises. Faith, when practiced daily, becomes the bedrock for miracles. It is not idle or passive, waiting for evidence. True faith chooses belief in abundance before proof appears. Speaking prosperity into being persistently, regardless of circumstances, strengthens the muscles of the spirit. Each doubt that arises is met with a stronger affirmation. This is not a denial of the world's troubles, but a deeper trust in invisible laws that quietly shape all things. Faith in oneself, in unseen guidance, in the possibility of joyful increase, forges a resilience that money alone cannot buy. Every challenge becomes a test, a chance to prove the power of active trust in hardship. Affirm, I am guided toward the greater good. Every setback contains a blessing. Such words felt and spoken with assurance draw unseen helpers, timely opportunities, and quiet confidence. Faith transforms wishing into knowing. It steadies the hand, sharpens the vision, and magnetizes outcomes that appear miraculous. The practice is simple. Affirm the good, expect its arrival, and rise each day with a heart ready to receive. True guidance speaks softly, often drowned by the noise of anxiety or urgency. Intuition serves as the compass, gently correcting course when outer events appear confusing. Self-talk that affirms openness to inner wisdom. Simple phrases like, I welcome clear guidance, invites this quiet voice to be heard. Impulses spring from fear or desire for quick results. Intuition, in contrast, carries a note of certainty and calm. It whispers when to act, when to wait, when to let events unfold. Success in all areas, even winning, often depends on heeding these subtle nudges rather than rushing to force an outcome. Creating space for quiet listening transforms the mental environment. Regular moments of silence, releasing worries, focusing on the breath, opening to inspiration, clear the static. The right action reveals itself, not in haste, but with a sense of assurance. Those willing to wait and listen often discover luck smiling in the smallest coincidences. Affirmations of trust and willingness deepen this receptivity. Intuition connects the seeker to a stream of guidance, always available. It aligns actions with the larger rhythm of well-being, assuring that abundance arrives at the perfect moment, never late, never forced. Gratitude multiplies what is given. Each acknowledgement of blessing, no matter how small, expands the field for more to arrive. When gratitude weaves through daily thought and speech, a subtle shift takes place. The sense of lack recedes, replaced by an overflowing sense of sufficiency. The act of giving accelerates this expansion. Generosity, offered freely, returns multiplied. Sharing wealth, kindness, or encouragement creates ripples, touching far-off shores. Each loving gift affirms the truth. Abundance is not a zero-sum game, but an endless current. Self-talk built on gratitude and giving reinforces this law, making thank you and how may I serve central refrains. Observing and celebrating the successes of others silences envy and awakens a deeper joy. Blessing others' wins invites the same for oneself. In affirming there is enough for all, a spirit of prosperity emerges that welcomes even unexpected blessings. Abundance thus flows in a great circle, given, received, renewed. The mindset of gratitude and giving forms the final link, completing the chain that draws wealth, peace, and happiness to the open heart. True winning begins with a shift inside. The stories spoken, the beliefs held, the kindness offered to self and others, all become the internal ticket. Destiny is not fixed, not thrown to the winds, but shaped each day by the gentle yet relentless force of positive self-talk and conscious expectation. Transformation is not an event, but a process. Each word and thought, chosen wisely, helps craft a new ending. Spiritual law responds, aligning seen reality to the earnest convictions of the heart. What once seemed out of reach, wealth, peace, joy, starts to approach. Self-talk becomes both an anchor and a compass, guiding the traveler through uncertainty and change. The power lies not in external lotteries, but in the unwavering practice of affirming abundance and acting from faith. Every step, every spoken word, forms the soil from which miracles grow. The mind, aligned with higher understanding, becomes the field in which blessings bloom. The invitation stands open. Speak your good, expect its arrival, and welcome the dance of life as the truest lottery, where every conscious choice is a claim on infinite treasure.